Hi guys. As some of you know, I went to Freeride Fiesta this year and I just want to talk a little bit about how it went. As you can see, I have a couple bruises here and there. So it wasn't clean, but I definitely moved some limits and got some confidence on the way. So here goes. So as I said, it was my first time ever at Freeride Fiesta. It's a massive event. It's huge jumps, and it was definitely one of those things where I had to push myself a little bit more than usual to get comfortable with riding them. The event was from Tuesday to Saturday, Saturday being the main event, and Tuesday I got to see the jumps for the first time. I was like, wow, yeah, these are big. But at the same time, I had like sort of a conversation with myself in my head, like, yeah, this will be okay. I know how to jump. I can do this. So I had a setup with a decently stiff front suspension, and I have a coil shock, but I had a coil of 450 pounds, which is what I use for downhill. But it's slightly too soft for the big compressions that were at Freeride Fiesta. So we had ordered a coil that is 550 pounds, which is a lot stiffer to like level up the bike. But first day I did not have that coil yet, and I hit the drop for the first time, which is I want to say between 8 and 10 meter tall, around 6 meters long jump. So not exactly like a small little like drop in. It's a decent amount of air time, and then you land and then you go, and there's a massive step up after that. So I hit the drop, I bottomed out the shock, and I sat down on the tire. So I had my I had my pants ripped apart, as well as a good scratch on my booty. And that was sort of my Tuesday, because a lot of the day there's a lot of wind, and during the time of the wind none of us ride. It's too risky. So whenever the wind was up, we just like chilled out for a bit. But I was happy with like first day of the event, and I had hit one of the features. Second day we got there again. I hit the drop a couple times, bottomed out every time because I still hadn't gotten the coil on. So we decided to go to the top of the course and hit the step down, which is the first feature, and had a couple of run-ins, like checking it out, feeling it out. And first hit, I actually got it real good, real smooth. Went up, did it again a couple times, felt comfortable. The wind came in again around midday, got down, had brake, the coil showed up, and we set up the bike. So I now had a balanced bike, like equally stiff front and back, which helped a lot. And as soon as the wind died down again, we went up to the top of the course again, and I hit the step down a couple times and got comfortable enough to actually try and hit the second jump, which went real well on the first try. I hit it, I got over it, I cleared it, it was good. It's one of those jumps where you don't want to come too long, you definitely don't want to come too short. Some people said it was a 60-foot gap. Manuel was saying it was around 15 meters. 60 feet would be around 18. So in that gap, like 15, 18, it's a long gap. And after hitting it that once, Manuel was like, okay, go up, hit it again, just so you have it for tomorrow. And I went back up, but seeing as it was late in the day, the sun had gone down, the visibility obviously changed quite quickly, and I miscalculated my second try, and I just came up short. I just like full on cased rear wheel on one side of the tip and front wheel on the other, and I just like slammed my face against my bars, and the bars got bent all the way down and caught my chin, hit my throat, and got launched off the bike. So a couple bruises, a little bit of scratches, not too serious, but like everyone was a little bit concerned because I had a lot of blood on my shirt from this cut. It's not actually even that huge. The medics were saying that I needed at least one stitch, and Manuel was like, I'm pretty sure we can do this with, here they call it menoletas, things like butterfly tape. So you like have the side of the tape that's bigger, and then it goes into a tip that connects to the other side that's like a mirror version of the other, and it just like pulls the skin together. And he did that very lovingly at our Airbnb with hand sanitizer, just like sprayed into the wound and then like closed it back together. So that's how we do. But yeah, that was all good. I wasn't feeling too bad. I was conscious through the whole thing. So yeah, that was my Wednesday. And then Thursday, the plan was to go to the volcano at Nevado Colima to do like a downhill run with everybody. We kind of decided just to take the day off and chill. I did a little video of my successful attempt of the road gap and posted that. We went and had a little bit to eat, and then in the evening there was a get together at the Salido house. The Johny Salido is the organizer of the event. Well, yeah, the organizer, like the main man, Mr. Freeride Fiesta. And it was just like a cool get together, food and candy and one of those like electrical bowls that like are pretty fun. Because I was pretty beat up, I had some very large bruising on the inside on my thighs. I did not go too wild, but I enjoyed hanging out with everybody. And there also happened to be a tattoo artist, so I ended up getting a tattoo. I think the idea was that people get tattoos from Freeride Fiesta, but I asked if I could get this little Viking rune on my arm, which is a J, and I was really happy with how it turned out. It's quite cute. And it's healing quite well. It's healing better than my bruises are. That was that. And then Friday, we went back to the venue. At the venue, they have physiotherapists. And I went to get my neck tape to be more comfortable, like a little less stiff. Because I know kinesio tape can do a big difference when it comes to being comfortable after having a bit of a slam. And they did more than that. They helped me with some massaging, some electric stimulations. And instead of feeling like this and going riding, I actually got to feel loose and comfortable enough to actually feel like I had what it took to go and hit these jumps again. And I spent the morning getting comfortable with the drop and the step up because I hadn't hit the step up yet, which is kind of funny because everyone was doing drop and step up as like warm up or like the easy jumps, which is, well, I guess compared to some of the other jumps, they were the easy ones, but compared to normal riding, I won't say that it's easy jumps. It's just this very, very huge takeoff. So you're like on a takeoff for so long and then you go up in the air, and it's one of the safer jumps because whatever happens, you land less altitude. It's not like a double where you go up and if you overshoot, you like land from up here somewhere. Whereas on the step up, you take off here and you land here. So I got that down and I was feeling comfortable with that. Yeah, I was happy with my progression. I had 4 features out of the 8 features there were, and I had gone up and watched the 2nd, 3rd, 4th feature as well, just to like have an idea, because I had this gut feeling of like I can actually hit these ones. I wasn't super secure about whether or not I could hit a metal ramp, just because a lot of the guys were also struggling with it, but at the same time you can't base your own skills off of what everyone else is doing. So I felt okay. I felt good after Friday. I felt like this Slam Wednesday hadn't taken away all my opportunities for the weekend, so felt good about coming back on Saturday and hitting probably more features. That was the idea anyways. Saturday, everyone was trying to arrive early so that we could warm up and pad up and get our gear ready before everyone started showing up. And I did my warm up together with everyone else on the drop and the step up and felt comfortable and felt good. I went up to the top, did the step down a couple times, felt good. And then I went for the second jump, but I didn't take off right. I had seen the video. I don't know what I was thinking because I was having enough speed. I just took off real weird. Came up a little short, not as short as Wednesday, but still I got launched off the bike real weird, and I don't remember hitting the ground after getting launched off the bike. I remember sitting there a little bit, I think. I've seen some videos, so I'm not 100% sure what I actually remember and what's from the videos. I'm 100% sure that I don't remember getting from track down to the athlete lounge. So I must have hit my head a little bit. I got down there and they helped me out. I got Manuel put some ice on my neck to like help with not getting more swollen in the brain. And the physiotherapist helped me with my hand. I had a big old hit in here. You probably can't see it, but the last couple of days I've had bruising all the way around till here, and my thumb has been annoying me a little bit. And I have a good old massive bruise up on my arm as well. Doesn't look it, but I did wear elbow pads. Have some nice bruising on my legs, but that's pretty much it. I have bruising, and then I hit my head. But the hit on the head was bad, but not as bad. Seeing as I have really good protection gear, my helmet definitely saved me from having a worse injury. And throughout the day, I got to feel a lot better. And by the end of the day, I was feeling comfortable enough that I wanted to hit the drop and the step up again, just to leave the event feeling like I conquered and not got conquered, if that makes sense. I know it's sort of a silly mindset maybe, but I've had that for a long time. I grew up with BMX, and when you crash in a BMX race, you try to get up as fast as you can and you finish that lap. If you're capable, you finish that lap. You just get up and you give your best, you give your all. And that was sort of what was going through my head as well. Like, I wanted to leave the event as maybe not a winner, but like feeling like I actually did the course. So I did not get as many jumps as I had set my mind up to, but at the same time, I'm very proud of how much of the track that I got down and the fact that I got up after a couple of pretty heavy hits. Also, throughout the week, I saw a couple of my friends get some pretty heavy slams and get to the hospital and stuff. So I wasn't the only one who crashed, obviously. I was just lucky in the way that I didn't get more hurt. So now it's a week later and I'm feeling a lot better, and I've been riding a little bit of pump track and some jumps here at the park and dirt ranch. So all in all, I'm very, very happy that I got to go to the event, and I'm hoping that it won't be my last, that I get to maybe go to a couple more of these invitational events, but let's see. No one knows what the future holds, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with how the week went. Proud of the features that I did hit and the progression that I had throughout that week. If you like this video, like and comment below and subscribe to my channel, and I'll put up more videos this year, I promise. I'll see you guys out on the trail and back here on my channel. Bye.